Right. Welcome to my Theros MTG Arena draft. We're gonna go over some graphics and gameplay. One thing you will notice is this is a bot draft, so we have more time to figure out picks, such. But I'll try to do things in a really timely fashion. I've done like a few of these bot drafts, but not like a lot. So I might need to like reread some of the cards. So there's a dual land, semi-conditional removal spell. Um, Combat trick, also a combat trick. Combat trick. There's like a red black creature enchantment sacrifice theme. There's like removal that goes in there. Furious Rise and yeah, red green 4 power matters. And there's kind of like a devotion thing, but it's not. It's kind of weird because I don't think it's like a heavy theme in devotion in this format, but they kind of still have it. It's like it's not like a keyword anymore for some reason. Like they just said it's just like your devotion to green. It's just, oh, here, this is what it does, deal with it. Um, this card can be really good if, I mean, it doesn't block, which is a kind of a downside. Like a 3/3 can't block, but like it escaping and being a 5/5 is not bad. But I think I just take the inevitable in because this is kind of like a removal. It doesn't necessarily remove the thing you want if they have other things they can sacrifice, but it if you cast it early, I think it does pretty much the same thing. It's like, oh, it's dead. Hmm. I remember this card being pretty good for a common. This is also decent if you're being really aggro. Because usually there isn't like a lot of stuff early game that's gonna block your 3/1 and not like trade. But obviously later in the game, having a 3/1 that has to attack is kind of a problem. Quite thinking out of this card's actually not bad either. It's like a 2/3, but then if you have like Flicker, it's kind of cool. So it's a 3/2 for 3. But then if the token dies, then you get a 2/3. So there's a lot of value there. There's also like a spell, like a spells on the opponent's matters turn kind of thing. But this is really all in if you want to play Boros aggro. Really good in that archetype. This has a lot of combos with it. Like if you play it with like the Dreadful Apathy, because you can exile the creature that the Dreadful Apathy is enchanting, and then play Flicker of Fate with the trigger on the stack, and then you get to flicker the enchantment and put on something else. I think I just said the Aileros. I think that's fine here. Underworld Dreams, kind of like a meme. This card can be pretty good. Like even if you are going super heavy into red, it's probably still fine. It's also good. 4 power matters card. This is a 4/1. I actually just remember Loathsome Chimera and the Voracious Typhon being good. But hmm, I kind of just want to. This is really aggro, obviously, but it's kind of strange, like in blue red. I don't know what we're playing. It's really, I mean, a 2 mana 2/3 is really good. This also wants you to be playing a lot of enchantments, ideally, to like get the most value out of it. Because like otherwise you're just paying 4 to like animate a land. It's like a 1/1 or a 2/2. I mean, it's always gonna be at least a 1/1 as long as a Destiny Spinner. Like a Destiny Spinner is an enchantment. But I know, I mean, Annex is technically playable and constructed, right? I forgot how like these bot drafts could get so wonky because um they don't really send super good signals. Exos is like good in your constructed deck. It's also just like good in general. It's just like gains life. Nessian Wanderer is good if you're really into enchantments, because like just being able to like thin lands from your deck is not bad. Though it doesn't necessarily get you closer to getting gas, by the way, because you have to put the non-land cards at the bottom of your library. So it's not really thinning out lands from the top of your deck. It's just thinning out lands from your deck in general, which is kind of awkward, but I mean it's still fine. You know, just casual four colors and pick four and stuff, right? I think this card's actually not bad. The Caliphate. Maybe there's black cards. There's like blue cards. Could be like draw two is kind of open. I don't know. I think this card's actually fine. So the thing is, like, if you're trying to play multiple cards that have like devotion on them, like it's gonna be like kind of a counter. It's like, oh, like I have this is like a 2/3 at the base, and this is a 2/3 at the base, and then a 2/2 base. I don't know. This is really expensive. So this really expensive draw three might be fine. There's also some black cards, which aren't bad, but I don't know. We'll see. Witness of Tomorrow. I think this card's fine. It's a 5 mana 3/4 flyer. Just feel like blue red could be open. Hey there, Sukimaru. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing people will tell you about like why Theros is bad is like, oh, because of Dream Trawler and stuff. But I mean, there's like game-winning rares and like other formats too, right? I don't know. Not Dream Traveler, but like Dream Trawler. Yeah. There's some specific archetypes for like the colors you want to look at. Like red blue is cast spells on the opponent's turn. Black red is sacrifice enchantments or creatures. Red white is kind of like heroic. So heroic slash go wide. Like target my own creature to get like a +1/+0. Like heroic isn't an actual keyword in this set, but it's kind of like you just don't know the set. You want to feel comfortable drafting it. Yeah. I To be honest, like I drafted more of this like in real life than I did on Arena. Like I have drafted some of it, like some of the human drafts on Arena. Like when they did a flashback of Theros, I did like a few of the human drafts, and like I think I kind of had a pretty solid understanding of what was going on there. But so like, I think the main thing that you notice is like there's a lot of enchantment creatures. So like main deck enchantment hate is actually very playable, and like it's kind of a downside actually to have like enchantment creatures, especially if they cost like four or greater, because like they're likely just get destroyed by like a return to nature or something or whatever the white variant is. I think it's revoke existence, but I think it's still good. It's a 3/4 flyer with Scry 1 on it. Like, you can activate it. It's like a mana sink, right? Yeah, I think blue red, like at this bot table, like the blue red spells on the opponent's turn thing is open. Like, see Arena Trickster, Thrill the Possibilities, like enabler for that. This card's actually not that good. Like, it was better when it was in like there was a similar card in like the original Theros that was much better because it was single blue and it also had Scry 1 on it. And it felt like in the original Theros, like creatures got like really stacked full of enchantments, and then like in this format, that doesn't happen as much. I think like the biggest thing that seems to like take over games is like people escaping stuff. Like escaping is just a mechanic where like when a specific card that has escape on it, it'll say something like pay X mana, exile X other cards or something, or Y other cards from your graveyard, and then return this to play, kind of thing. So it's just like a way of giving like um reusability to like certain cards, but then the downside is you need to have ways of like stocking your graveyard, like self mill would do that, for example. There's like a few self mill cards that like enable that. Like in a way, this also enables self mill because it lets you discard a card. This also enables self mill because you're discarding a card. You know, I actually think Deny the Divine's probably like very reasonable here because I don't like exiling a creature is actually pretty useful, even though I'm kind of down on counter spells and limited in general. I mean, if you really go in on this, this can do something. Same thing with like the thrill and the final flare. I think the issue I have with Final Flare costs like 3, so leaving that up is actually kind of an issue. But I guess it's the same thing like Deny the Divine, right? I guess if you have like multiple Final Flares and Deny the Divine, they kind of go up in value because it's like, oh, I can just leave up a counterspell or my removal, like if they're doing something. There's also like a decent number of flash creatures that can make um, counterspells a little bit better. That's my thought process. I mean, this is like a 2-2 with looting. Hey there, Hotsip, how's it going? I don't know. I think that's also the nice thing of the bot drafts and kind of take a while to like figure stuff out. Like it sort of reminded me of like when I was doing those Eternal drafts. Like to try to figure things out. Though like Eternal always felt like harder to figure things out because of the color signals just weren't as strong. I actually feel like the color signals in bot drafts tend to be a little bit more consistent compared to the Eternal drafts sometimes. You know, I don't like I kind of think about taking a counter spell. I could take the looter. Do I have anything that really enables a looter? I mean, this is like a mana sink. Good think. I mean, Final Flare does work with Aileros because you can sack the because it makes 2 creatures. You can just sack one of them. Color matters more in Magic, probably. Rares are way stronger. I mean, there's some pretty absurd rares in Eternal too, but I kind of understand what you're talking about. Like you're saying, like being flexible, man. Maybe. I don't hate like the counter spell. The Sea God Scorn, Port of the Betrayal. This is actually kind of bad. It's like a 3-cost fight spell. You have to be really aggressive to want to play this, but this is real. Like Unknown Trail is really rough. Feels like. Hmm. I think this card is actually kind of bad, but I don't really know what else I would want to take because I don't really like Sea God Scorn at all. Where's the Oni hybrid of Magic? There's some good commons. I mean, they're not like all terrible and stuff. It's like a 3-cost fight spell they can see coming, which kind of sucks. But Aspect of Manicore, Final Flare, Rage Hound. I think it's like Rage Hound. Rage Hound's fine. I think this is fine. Blue Red is about casting spells on the opponent's turn, but I don't like the concept of playing like a defensive aspect of Manticore. That seems really rough. This is fine. This is a fine 2-drop usually, yeah. You can get really aggro and play a bunch of these Impending Dooms, but I think I'd just take another Rage Hound. I think it's fine. I might play this, I don't know. I'm not gonna play a Satyr's Cunning, that's kind of bad. I also feel like Escape Velocity is pretty bad. I'm just gonna take this Thrill of Possibility, yeah. We're kind of doing medium blue-red stuff, which is fine. I like Eroa's Blessing quite a bit. It's a removal, yeah. I just got to play this in one of the arena human drafts I did. It was kind of funny. It was really more overkill, like if you actually trigger this card. Like you get the I'm talking about the attack of 3 or more creatures thing that's actually kind of like overkill. This card's also not bad. It's like a 4/4 that has a little bit of heroic synergy. I think I just take the Heroic Blessing. It's removal that's really good. This is also like an okay removal spell, but I don't really like it that much. You know, mostly because it leaves the creature behind and stuff. It doesn't get rid of any enchantments or equipment on it. This is also kind of bad. Ooh, Mischievous Chimera. I like this card a lot. Oh, there's another Heroic Blessing though. Man, this card is so good though. If we actually get into the cast spells on poster, I know I'm not gonna play this Triumph of Annex. It's pretty bad. There is another Eroa's Blessing. I have played a deck with like 5 Eroa's Blessings before, and it was really, really good. It was really good. Like I think I just take the Chimera because I really like that card. This card's actually kind of bad. The one with the stars, saying one color, pack one. Yeah. This card's good. I splashed it before, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I think it's like another Eroa's Blessing. This card's also kind of good too if you are really into black white auras. This card's also basically just like if you're into the black devotion deck, it's basically like a 2 for 1, easy 2 for 1. Because like you can get a -4 or -5 on this. But it's like another Rose Blessing. This card doesn't do anything. Whirlwind Denial. I guess black cards are kind of open this direction. This is one. This goes with the black white aura thing. I guess. Am I taking another 1/3 or to take a second counter spell or a second thrill of possibility? I guess if I get more. I don't really want to play 2 counter spells, is like the downside. But there's only so much mana you can spend on like thrill of possibilities, I guess. I'm getting slightly punished for not taking the Dreamstalker or Manticore in pack one. Encounters are better in this format. Yeah, I guess I could take the second one. No, no. I think one the Hill Giant or Traveler's Amulet. Traveler's Amulet is actually a little bit better in this format because of escape cards. Because you can like for example for like Underworld Ragehound wants you to have Father for like escape. I mean, this could be okay. I don't have like a lot of ways of enabling it. It's a problem. Like this is an enchantment, so I can't trigger my Chimera with it. You like Trickster? Yeah, I guess I can try it out. I'm not like convinced, but I could maybe see it. Naiad of the Hidden Coves or another Rage Hound. I'm thinking this color combo is good. Yeah. I don't even remember what I took over the Dreamstalker Manicore. It was kind of early. I just didn't really want to commit to it, even though I feel like Dreamstalker Manicore is pretty insane and like the deck that it's good in. Do I just take the Naiad of the Hidden Coves or do I take another Rage Hound? I'm thinking about it. Just take another Rage Hound. Yeah, I'm thinking Rage Hound. Just play all the Rage Hounds. I'm kind of regretting not taking the impending doom though if I'm playing this because like impending doom's gonna make the creature have to attack anyways. You make a 6/4, but I guess it's bad versus removal. This is like bad removal, but I think it's better than that thing or this thing. Actually, Wings of Hubris hasn't been too terrible when I've seen it. But I think I like it more like a green deck when you like pump up like a 5/3 or a 6/7 with Wings of Hubris. And some and just use it as like your finisher. Like if they like you just fly like you attack them and then they fly like you attack them with a flyer and then when they play their flying blocker you just sack the Wings of Hubris and make it unblockable. And you just hope that like they don't remove like the creature or something. I don't know because you know I don't know. This is probably basically a finisher because you have to sacrifice the creature at the end of the turn. Kind of awkward, but if you just try and deal like that last bit of damage, it works out really well. Personally, I'm gonna change the soundtrack because this is like the that was like the good part of the soundtrack. I think. I don't know. Listen to this. This is like the. This is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna think the medium removal spell. Oh, that's kind of cool. If you tap out, or if you tap out of arena and you're playing like this, like it'll be like, oh, do you want to can you confirm your pick and stuff? I actually never noticed that it makes you confirm your pick. I don't want to play this 1-3, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. We're kind of good there. This is a pretty bad one. I might take the bad combat trick just because I have Rage Hounds. But it's not really going to keep Rage Hound alive very well. But I think this is better than like. So blue black has kind of like a mill synergy. Like blue black has like a mill synergy, which is like that's why this card exists because like blue black cares about milling opponents and stuff. Yeah, actually, you can mill yourself with it too. If you didn't notice that, it can mill you because that's target player. Because there's some value in like milling yourself too for like cause of escapes and stuff. Another enchantment. Sure. That kind of feels bad because this card was insane in this format, but we're not doing that. Why Vexing Gull? Because it's a creature I can play on the opponent's. This card's bad. I just found this card's actually kind of bad. Like it looks good in theory, but I think in practice it's actually pretty bad. Because the card still keeps all the abilities on it, whereas like Ichthyomorphosis actually removes the abilities. So like if it's like some permanent that had like some really good abilities on it, it's a big issue for you. Savior of the Universe, Another Trickstar, okay. And we'll take the 1-3. It's fine. This is a flash card. I don't think this actually does anything right. There's like a very small chance I play a flash 05, but I don't have that many flyers. This is good in like the all flying deck, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. It has flash. That's my excuse, and I'm not gonna play 3 of those. Ooh, a Crow and War is good. Yeah, I think you should take the Crow and War. That card's really good. Just be yes, because I mean this basically is like almost like a one shot. This is a bomb, the Crowan War, as long as you don't die from your opponent attacking you with a bunch of stuff. You know, there's a final death, a dreadful apathy, and some other stuff, but we're not looking at them. It's like the Crowan War. Really complex counter spell. I mean, this is an instant. I think it's actually fine. It's just really complex counterspell slash like card selection card because it does let you like look at a bunch of cards. It has a draw too, yeah. I mean, I think that's the part I'm mostly interested in. Serenity Singer, I like. This is more of a meme in draft, but Serenity Singer is great actually because like people never play around this card. Hey, where's Paula? How's it going? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, like people keep talking about how exciting like Behold the Multiverse is. I mean, this is technically worse than Behold the Multiverse because you don't get the scry unless you're well, yeah, you don't really get the scry. Like if you pay 6 for it, I guess, then you're technically looking at 4 and then putting 2 in the bottom. So I guess it kind of feels a little bit more like scry. I guess in that regard. Well, not really. It's not the same thing as scry. If you pay 6. If you pay like 4x and then double blue for thoughts and everything, it's not the same thing because like looking at 4 cards is not the same thing as scrying. But yeah, it's a flexibility. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Threnody Singer because like nobody plays around this. I like this fish. There's also Omen of the Ford. I feel like Omen of the Ford doesn't actually hit enough things in the format. Like this fish can result in some interesting combats scenarios where you tap things, but I guess you have to be playing a lot of instants and sorceries to make it work right. I think the whole idea is like you flash in some creatures and then, but it only lets you tap one thing you would rather forge. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna forge I guess we'll see if we actually have removal. It's this is an enabler as opposed to like the fish is like a payoff for it. I want another infuriate. It's so expensive. It is a permanent effect, but it feels like it's really expensive. The aspect of Manticore, whereas like infuriate is a lot easier. Like hold up one. You know, I get just confused with like the rage card. I think it was like a 2 cost 3/2 that has Scry 1, which is different. You better take the memory drain, you know. I mean, I have 2 counter spells. Do I need a third one? Maybe. As a win con. Stall for a Chrome War, yeah. Yeah, I didn't get any of the Omen of the Seas, did I? So I don't have like as many ways to like look for the card. It's kind of downside, but I guess it is maybe playable. It works. Maybe I'll think about it. Furious Rise is not really what I'm going to do. Dream Shaper Shaman is seems good, but I think actually in practice is kind of bad unless you have a bunch of active treasons. The whole point to play this is to do it with active treason. So you have to have enough mana to cast your Port of the Betrayal, which is 4, and then you'd have to pay 3 to like sack something. It's just so that you can sack. It's just a sack outlet basically, but you have to pay 3 to do it. I mean, it is a sack outlet that potentially gives you something really good, like if you hit something good off of it. I could play this 2/3, but I'm not really sold on that either. We just don't have any. Lots of cards are way better, yeah. I'm debating if I just want to take the 2/3 here, or want to take the aspect of Manticore. Let me like look. What is my ways of enabling? Looking at my ways of enabling the fast stuff. This is the slow stuff. This is like the fast stuff. Travel is okay, yeah. I think travel is definitely better than it seems for sure. I'm not gonna play both of these Oreads. I'll probably play one maybe at most. You know. And I don't want to play this Elite Instructor either, though I guess Elite Instructor does fuel Escape for Rage Hounds. That's about it. I feel like Traveler's Amulet is definitely better than it looks. Even with Rage Hound Flyers of Rain, yeah. I don't know. I guess Aspect of Manticore does work well with Rage Hound because like they're likely to snap block it, right? They're likely to snap block it and stuff. What does my 3-drop slot look like? I have this stuff in the 3-drop slot. Just debating if I need like more 3-drops or not. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of like Seek Power. I mean, it technically costs 2 though if you do it because like you have to pay 1 to play the amulet and 1 to set. Like I think the closest to actual Seek Power in Magic would be like if you play Renegade Map, but Renegade Map also comes with a tap, so it's not exactly the same thing either. Not exactly the same thing. I might try this card. I don't know if I'm going to play it. Oh, Dreamstalker Mana Core. That card's gas. Seek Power is fantastic, yeah. Hey, thanks for the raid! Not a life man, Poxes. Pox fan. Hope your stream went well. Hey, thank you very much for following. I appreciate it. I hope your stream went well. Yeah, thank you very much. What were you playing today? Yeah, I'm just doing a Theros draft because everybody else is doing Kaldheim, so I was like, I want to do something different. So, yeah, yeah, Dreamstalker Mana Core for sure. I mean, I wish I could take a Starlit Mantle because that is a really good thing to play on the opponent's turn, but just doing a Theros draft. A few days going well. This is pretty decent blue-red spells on the opponent's turn deck. Like the Mana Core. Ooh, Mantle. Okay, that's pretty good. You're drafting Kaldheim? Nice! Yeah, you started drafting during Theros Beyond Dead. Yeah, that's cool, yeah. Yeah, I actually did more Theros Beyond Death IRL than I did I did more of my Theros Beyond Death IRL than I did on oh wait, I have to place a spell. My bad. I don't know. I'm gonna place a spell. Oh wait, I didn't mean to place it there, but okay, it's an emotional support spell because I accidentally put it in the wrong place when I was yammering at chat. But yeah, I think Theros Beyond Death was a good format outside of like the obvious complaints are like Dream Trawler and like Keeler and Best of Sea God, but I mean you don't really see those cards that much, do you? Maybe you do. Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, Call Time is a lot of fun too. Like, do you have like a particular deck that you like playing in Call Time, or because I don't know. I know some people really like playing the Snow deck. It seems really hard to make Snow work because everybody's fighting for it. Enchantment is a lot of fun. Yeah, there's some cool synergies. It did feel like most of the color combos in Theros Beyond Death are playable, right? At least from what I've seen, whatever. At least from what I played of it, IRL and stuff. But all right, most kills. Where's Paulo? Most assists. MercurioBlue. All right. Where's Paulo? Got gold. Yeah. I also kind of like the bot draft sometimes because I can do more stuff. Don't feel like I'm in a hurry. Another Starlit Mantle, or he's gonna play all the mantles, maybe. And they don't have to play. I mean, I do have some number of on my opponent's turn stuff that matters, right? Which kind of helps. The aspect of Manticore does help with Annex because I wanted to die with 4 power. You like streaming bot draft more for sure. Oh yeah, thanks for no, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for just for hanging out. Thanks for the raid. Thank you for chatting. Hope the rest of your evening goes well. Yeah. Yeah. So Hot Sip is saying they prefer the bot drafts because they can talk more. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like if you're want to like interact with chat, for example, like I think bot drafts make a lot more sense and stuff because like that was probably one of the better things about doing eternal drafts was being able to take a while to like figure stuff out. No. I'm gonna take the second Starlit Mantle. I don't think this is a hero of the games deck because we're not playing that many ways. I mean, technically it does combo with Hero's Blessing. So we can enchant we can chant the hero with the Hero's Blessing, and it gives like a slight benefit in that regard. Maybe we just don't need 2 Starlit Mantles. Honestly, I might try to hero the games. You know, this is only hexproof until end of turn. It's not permanently hexproof. It's supposed to be like a negate that leaves a +1/+1. Like it reminds me a lot. You would play Instructor, but you like the loot effects. I mean, I have one. I have one already. You know, you like it over the hero. I guess I can maybe see it, but another aspect of Manticore. I don't think you should ever play this card because I feel like this is like not going to block most of the time because there's so many go wide decks that will just like attack like 2 creatures at you, and this is really good when you're being very aggro and you need a 4/4 attacker. It's really bad when you're doing anything else. Because like it kind of negates like the reach unless like it's one of those situations where your opponent is like board stall. Yeah, if you get into a board stall and your opponent's only attacker is a single flyer, then this can actually do work because it could block a single flyer. It feels kind of bad. I'm not gonna play the second aspect of the Manticore, but I'm not gonna play the 4/4 either. I think Chain of Memory is technically playable. This card's pretty awful. Because like a 7/3/4/5 is like not good. Like this is not really the deck that wants to play Port of the Betrayal. I think I'll play like one Memory Drain maybe. I think this is actually playable because the Scry 2 sometimes is like almost worth a card. It also goes well with like the Dreamstalker Manticore, for example. Kind of enjoys it. Nope. Don't play Unknown Shores in your 2-color deck. It's not going to end well. Like it just doesn't end well when you play it in a 2-color deck. Because colorless lands are kind of bad. I don't think this is a Scophos War Leader deck, to be honest. I'm just gonna cut it. These are like the cards I really want to play. You know. Do I play a 1/3? Probably not. I mean, I guess it is a mana sink, the 1/3, but it's not amazing. I don't remember this format requires you to play tons of 2 drops in it or not. I guess I don't really want to play both of the Ichthyormorphosis because it doesn't really synergize with what I'm doing. Is the problem. Like, it doesn't synergize with that. We have a lot of, like, instants, actually. It's not the worst. We didn't get any of the bounce spell, which kind of feels bad. Because I remember, like, one of the things I would lose to is Hydra's growth on something. I'm like, man, I want to play the Hydra's growth on something, and I lost. That doesn't feel good. Yeah. I'm gonna play maybe one deny. So my creature count at 15, which is a lot for Magic to have a 15 creature deck. I mean, it's not like a lot; it's like unplayable. I actually have played in Magic. I played like 13 or whatever. I played like 20 creature decks before in Magic, but that was mostly because I just didn't get any non-creatures, I guess. Like, I was like, oh, I didn't get a non-creature, this sucks. I don't hate the one Ichthyomorphosis because it can stop like a 6/6. I guess it is obviously bad. Ragehound's Tricksters, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean we have a lot of win conditions, yeah. No, I'm just saying what I want to cut from the deck. That's all. 'Cause I think I can cut the chain. It's probably not necessary. It's like really, really low value, like combat trick. It doesn't actually pump the creature's attack or whatever, so it's kind of a problem. You know. I mean, Thrill's like fine. I think I'd rather play Thrill than like 2 instructors if I have a choice, but you know. Yeah, I think I took 1 fish enchantment. I'm just thinking what else I want to cut. It's really expensive for this counter spell. I know it can stop like Thassa, Best of Sea God. That's like the main point of it, I guess. 4 is just like a lot. I guess I don't need the aspect of Manticore either. It's like fine-ish, but not really strictly necessary. Infuriate, Starlit Mantle. I guess I could cut the fish enchantment. It kind of doesn't really work that great. I guess I'll just cut the fish enchantment because of black red sack. There's a lot of red sacrifice spells that sort of punish you for like leaving the creature around. You know. I don't think I'm gonna play the turtle in this deck though. I don't think that's strictly necessary. They just cut like an instructor maybe. I might just cut an instructor, just run 14 creatures and just kind of go with that. I kind of like the other stuff we're doing. That's what I feel like. I think that's good. Alright, so blue-red stuff. That's what we're gonna save it out as. Let me make sure the mana base is good. 14, 10. I think that's fine. Because I know, like, sometimes, like, I cut a bunch of cards from my arena deck, and then realize, like, the mana base is completely garbage, because, like, did things the wrong way. Like, I forgot to, like, cut certain cards out, and I'm like, oh, that's bad. I go first, and I had 8 blue sources. But I don't really do anything. I can't keep this, unfortunately. This is better. We have to, like, put one of the lands back, but this is fine. I don't really need that many lands. I feel like I don't need that many lands. Actually, I'm gonna put an island on the bottom, because I have more red cards than blue cards, so this is fine. Just fall to 6. It's okay. Hey, thanks for the raid, Bertle Lizard, spam boxes! Foxfin. Hope your stream went well. Just drawing more land, it's totally fine. Oh, Deep Galactic, that sounds awesome. I saw Semulin playing that game once, and it was pretty cool. Where's my Underworld Rage Hound? I would like to draw one of them. Maybe not right now, but it would have been nice earlier. Incendiary Oracle. Well, good news is I can steal their Incendiary Oracle and make it do damage to itself. Is that good? Probably not. Or I can steal that. Do I feel like I just steal the Chimera, or do I try to Vexing Gull it? I mean, I guess we might be able to get more value out of the Akroan War, like weights. The downside is I think I have to try and trade these though, because I feel like I don't really want that sticking around, even though it would be so much better to go Arena Trickster into Vexing Gull. Because I just feel like they could get really aggro and stuff, and this might bait out a removal by them. I'm gonna wait before. If I play the Trickster, I can't block this anyway because they can just trade, which sucks. They just trade because they can pump it to a 3/2. They might be running a counterspell, like the Deny the Divine or Memory Leak, but it's okay. Yeah, Theros. I decided to try some Theros because like a lot of people I know were playing Kaldheim, so I was like, oh, I'll just play a little bit Theros. I kind of have. I can do some Theros, maybe do something a little different. We'll probably go back to doing some Theros like next time. Next time, but I think this is fun. How did the Deep Rock Galactic go? Oh no, you weren't doing Deep Rock Galactic. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Maybe it's like the update. Oh no, that's what it was. I figured out what it was. There we go. Oh, Arena Trickster. That's kind of a problem. I think I'm just gonna trade these, honestly, because this card's scary. I can steal this if I want to. Or we can wait a little bit and see. They can pump that to a 4/2. I might just steal this. I'm at 16. I guess I could wait a little bit, but the thing is, like, if they have a pump spell for the Trickster, that's bad, or they go, like, a Rose Blessing on the Trickster, that's bad. Yeah, I'm just thinking how I want to do this. Like, I think I'm just gonna play the 3/4. They can attack the 2/2 into it because they can pump it to a 4/2, but this might get them to commit another creature to the board. If they see this and they attack with a 3/3, then I know they have a trick. The worst case scenario is they have Aurora's Blessing right now. That's really bad for me. Aurora's Blessing on the 3/3, nuke the 3/4 is really bad for me. Yeah, I think there's a Aurora's Blessing coming up. Please don't Aurora's Blessing my 3/4. I need it. I just want them to play like some irrelevant creatures into my Akroan War so that we can like wipe out multiple things. Triumph of Anax, okay. Probably pump their Trickster. Which one are they pumping? Okay, I mean I'm not gonna block that, it's fine. I'll take the 4. I can just Aroa's Blessing that down, and then they don't really have an amazing attack. Well, I guess the Incendiary Oracle can still get in, right? Where's my cheap creatures? I could play the Akroan War and leave up the... They're going to Triumph of Annex again, which is the issue, because they're going to get +2/+0 on something, so I feel like I actually want to steal the Arena Trickster to cut down their attacks a little bit. I should have done that post-combat in case I'm thinking about attacking, but I might not attack here. Just steal that. I can't block that anyways. With this, they might just bounce creatures away. Like they might bounce this back to their hand. Actually, they won't play out any more creatures though into the Acromor because they know that their creatures are gonna die. Is the problem, right? I can also just block their Incendiary Oracle with their Arena Trickster when they attack next turn. Or if they decide to, because they're going to have to attack next turn because of Chrome War, and then they just trade their Trickster with their Oracle. They might just bounce their Trickster back to their hand now, maybe. Sea God Scorn, okay. Well, that actually works really well for them, but that's fine. So those creatures have to attack. I can run out a Trickster and a Mischievous Chimera this turn. Oh, that has a 3 on it. I didn't realize that goes up to 3. I should have actually played Mischievous Chimera and use the Iroha's Blessing to kill that. Because I might actually just die here. I have to, like, double block that. I have to block at least here, anyways. Oh, that was a mistake. I needed to actually play Mischievous Chimera and Iroha's Blessing to kill their 2/2. Because I might just die. Because I forgot this actually goes up to 3, 4. Goes up to 4, actually. Yep. I think I have to trade there because I don't want to, I think I have to soak up the damage. Because I don't want to go too low versus them. They just pump it one more. I don't want to go to 2 against blue-red. That seems really bad. They didn't pump it. So they have a spell they want to play on my turn, I guess. Feels like. So they have a spell they want to play, because they're going to fight my 2/2 now. Life is a resource. Yeah, but I don't want to die. I don't know. I think they have a spell that they want to do in response to this, but if they have something, it's kind of bad. I need that dead. Because I can fight down my creature next turn. Whirlwind Denial. Well, that was really bad. They get to fight this now? Shit. I wasn't playing around somebody having Whirlwind Denial. They're just going to kill it with the Triumph of Bandit. I'm not going to play around somebody playing Whirlwind of Denial. Yeah, I misplayed that turn. I needed to play the Chimera into the Oro's Blessing. That sucks. And then they attack me for 4, and I go down 2. How do they have so many cards in their hand? Oh, that's really gross too, the Chimera. Yeah, we're kind of dead. Feel like that because that one turn. Life is a resource, but I've lost so many games of just being like, oh, I'll go to 2, and then my opponent plays like an Omen the Forge, and I'm just straight up dead. The Omen the Forge, yeah. I'm just dead on board because I have 7. Yeah. I still draw. I mulled a 6 and I didn't draw it in my early game, which sucks. Because I have like a bunch of early plays I could have played to like not die to like their 2-drop, but their 2-drop did something like 10 damage to me. It's kind of insane how much their 2-drop did. Hey there, hey there, Beer Broken, how's it going? Am I playing the O5 Flash? No, I didn't think I needed it. Yeah, it's like a bot draft, so like a lot of people don't necessarily want to play. You think it's good in the deck? Over like what though? I think I like the other cards in the deck. I'm not. Like, maybe I cut the combat trick. It sucks. I just don't really like the anti synergy of playing a Rage Hound in an O5. Or is that crazy? Yeah, I forgot this also goes up to like 4. I thought this only went up to like 2. I only went up to 3. I mean, I didn't realize. So that makes that card a little bit better than being aggro, but I actually just don't like Triumph of Annex most of the time. It just happened to be good there because it let them deal like 6 extra damage off of it. Yeah. Just try again. You think I win late? Yeah. I mean, I don't have that many late game cards. I'm also playing a bunch of 3-1s, which I don't think that's a late game card. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna try not to like have to mull to 6, because that was definitely kind of an issue with mulling the 6. Yeah. Yeah, if they didn't have that whirlwind denial, I think that would have been okay. That game, like the fact that they had like the Sea God Scorn into whirlwind denial was actually kind of insane. 'Cause like I said, I don't think that Sea God Scorn is actually good in this format, but you know, a 2/2 you say. All right, they can mill me for 2. That's kind of okay. Yeah, I don't think that card's good in this format because like there's just people don't stack a lot of enchantments on one guy in this format from what I've noticed. They're gonna mill me for 2, but that's okay. I'm assuming they should actually be milling themselves, to be honest, because like yeah, I feel like that's actually a mistake to I think that's a mistake with Towering Wave Mystic to mill your opponent, unless you're in blue black mill. Because like there's all these escape cards that you're actually enabling by you're enabling a bunch of escape cards by doing that. I think we trade here because it unlocks my 2/3 if we trade. Even though that sounds weird, but I think just unlocking my 2/3 is good for me. Vexing Goal main phase, alright. Yeah. So what they did was I stole one of their creatures with a Crow and Warbeard broken, and then they bounced it to save it. Really? You're letting me trade these? Okay, I'm fine with that. I get my 2/3 now. I think this holds this back, but I can play the Chimera and leave up Infuriate. I think it's fine. I could also play the Dreamstalker Manticore, and then try to get them with Starlit Mantle to kill their 2/1 at some point. I don't know. And how's the Magic going? It's going alright. We lost the game, but that was kind of a misplay on my part, honestly. A little bit of a misplay. It's okay. A little bit of a misplay on my part, because I was like not familiar with the I just forgot like there's a counter spell they could have played, but you know. Oh, they're blue-green. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Wings of Hubris on this. Okay. So I put it on here to attack me for 4 in the air. We're winning that race, which is fine with me. You know. They're gonna mill me again. Hopefully they mill non-lands off of my deck, because I just need to keep hitting land. Soul Guide, Lantern. Oh, jeez. They lantern. They lanterning. They exile my Thassa's intervention. That's fine. I don't actually care about that. They want to race my 6 power on the ground. I'm really confused. Please mill non-lands off of my deck so I get more land. So we can blow open this board. No lands! No! I need those. Crap. Lands. Alright. Attack both my creatures, play the Chimera, I think. Or do I just leave up Deny the Divine? I'm debating if I want to leave up the counterspell this turn. I guess they're probably going to slam down an insane 5-drop, right? I guess I'm just going to leave up the counterspell. Because they're probably going to slam down some insane 5-drop and they can counter it. Hopefully it's a creature or enchantment. If it's like not a creature or enchantment, I can just, like, if it's like a removal spell, I'll play the Starlit Mantle and I'll blow up their Wave Mystic. The reason they keep pausing there is because they can sack their Wings of Hubris. That's why. I've lost the Wings of Hubris before. Like, my opponent had a Hydra Growth creature, and then, like, they were, like, slammed down all the Wings of Hubris on it. I'm like, no, I lost because it's a 32/32 unblockable. And so. I will probably counter a Ham Sandwich now, just so I can kill their 2/1. I will probably, because it kills that guy. I was really hoping they would play like a 5/3 or something, but in your arrogance, yeah. Well, that's the problem with counter spells. Once you've committed to doing them, if you don't have a flash creature in your hand, you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna cast my counter spell on anything you play. And think, okay. That's not bad, the Vexing Goal. Let's get in for 6, though. Do eat. Turtle? No turtle, okay. No turtle. Turtle. I'll just leave up the Mantle or the Vexing Goal this turn. Feels like this is what... I know there's a bounce spell they could play, but I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna leave up the Mantle or the Vexing Goal. Like, I just need to hit land. We just have all these 4-drops I want to play. I'm playing 17 lands. Right. Play like that enchantment that makes one of my creatures into an enchantment and lose all of it. Let's do it. Skola Grove Dancer. That I don't care about. Yeah, no, it is pretty glorious. So they want to block here, I guess. It is quite hubrisy. Okay. If they attack with that, I'm not going to block, because I'm going to flash in my goal. And hit them for 1. Okay, now they're choosing not to attack. I see. In the attack. Have you ever been, like, played Paper Magic, and then, like, your opponent is like, my turn? My turn. My turn. My turn. Okay, take that 1 damage. The sickest combo in this format is Shimmerwing Chimera with any of the Omens. That's really absurd if you ever assemble that combo. Because you just keep bouncing your Omen back to your hand, like during your upkeep and then doing stuff. It's pretty cool. The reason it keeps pausing there is not because they have, it's not because they have anything, it's because, like, of, I'm just gonna attack with everybody here, because we have the Starlit Mantle and the Infuriate. It keeps pausing because you can sacrifice Wings of Hubris in response to anything, and they also have this Soul Guide Lantern. They can sack to respond to anything. I think you just snap block there, right? We could save both our guys actually if they decide to block, right? Okay, that's fine. I think I just save the creatures. Like that. Get infuriated. Get mantled. Made a 33 flyer. Who needed lands? Watch them play lands, sea gods. No, I'm just kidding. What if they were at 6 lands and they played land, sea gods? I'm just like, I'm done with this format. No, just kidding. Deck single, main face. Yeah, it's fine. You know, that was a pretty good turn. Considering we've been so mana screwed. So mana screwed. Save me, land! Land! We need it! Give me land! So this is dead on board at the moment. They can give that double flying, they're still dead. Ew, alright. Get blessed. Don't have a bounce spell. I mean, I guess if they have a bounce spell, it's fine, but... These blessings would be nice to cast, yeah. Get in there. Yay, we did it. Like, even if they have, like, the 1 green Mystic, whatever, the 1 green enchantment Tucket or whatever, that they're still dead to it. They're still dead to the other 2 creatures. Because there is, like, a card in the format, it's like the Mystic Refusal or something like that, with, like, 1 green. Put target enchantment on the bottom of its owner's library or whatever, which I think that card's pretty good, just because, like, there's so many, quality enchantment creatures you want to kill, yeah. Oh, I have to place a spell, my bad. Here, I will cast a It doesn't explain what the spell does it? No, can I tell what it does? Oh, speed buff at battle start. Okay, we'll cast a haste. That's what you have to do. You have to cast it on top of the people, and then it does something. For some reason, I thought it was like, like a missile command where you have to like lead the spell. It's like you cast it ahead of where you think people are going to be, and then it does something, but wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would a spell have like a huge lead time on it for you to do anything with it, right? Most go Wee Wizard, most says Where's Paul, though. Yay, we did it. Not Natty 20, you gotta scroll. Alright. Now we're good to go. Yeah, I think you have to go like 5-3 or something like that, or 6-3 in these quick drafts to get a prize back, but that's why like a lot of people don't bother doing them, because like it's kind of like bad value. But I think at the low end, if you go like at the low end, like it's a little bit kinder at the low end if you don't do so well. But I don't know. I think these are fine as like a sometimes treat. I saw like Metal Mario doing a bunch of these Theros drafts, and he seemed to be enjoying it, like in Platinum. So maybe he found something that was correct. So I'm guessing this person has a Dream Trawler. They also main phasing their Omen of the Sea, which is fine for me, right? He's main phasing the Omen of the Sea to assert dominance. Just like, yeah, that's okay. This is quite thrilling and so possible. I might loot something away, but we'll wait and see. I don't really want to run it into a counterspell, I guess. And it's probably better to use it as a trigger for the Dreamstalker mana core, like they play an X1 or something, or it also grows my Arena Trickster, casting Thrill of Possibility on their turn. So I might want to wait until like the Manticore and the Trickster are in play before I play a Thrill. Because I can actually just loot away with the Lead Instructor next turn if I'm worried about hitting land, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna play into a potential counter spell because getting Thrill of Possibility countered is possibly one of the worst things that you can possibly have happen. I'm gonna run this lady into the counter spell if they have it, like Deny the Divine. You can counter this. Go ahead and counter my Elite Instructor. Do it. Very likely they have Dream Trawler. Yeah, they don't like having the pass priority. Yeah, it's true. Um, I kind of just want to discard the Thrill of Possibility or the Infuriate even. I'm just gonna discard the Infuriate. Seems weird, but I kind of like the Thrill of Possibility trick. It's more likely I can cast the It's more likely I cast like casting Infuriate on my opponent's turn is really weird. I don't know how often that's going to happen. Whereas like I have to be blocking to do it right. They don't like having the pass priority. Well, they knew how to use the Oma of the Sea there, but I'm still playing. I'm still respecting them potentially having the 3 mana counter spell because I just don't want to have my Dream Stalker counter because I think that's more important than my 2/2. Okay, I mean that card's kind of annoying if especially if they have like the 1/2 spell, the 1/2 enchantment. Sleep of the Dead. Oh, that's fine. You can put him to sleep. That's fine, or them to sleep. I'll play a Hill Giant. Hill Giants. There's a 2 mana +1/+2 flash enchantment that people play, and it's kind of good because it does leave the creature bigger. Though it does a little bit. It's like kind of fringe playable. It just depends on how badly you need like a pant, I guess, slash combat trick. Pants slash combat trick on something. I'm assuming they have a dreadful apathy. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. Again, this isn't like the most important part to my strategy, so I don't care as much about that. They have another dreadful apathy, that'd be kind of annoying. You have to delight the crowd as well. That's what this text is. It's not enough to surprise your opponent. You have to delight the crowd as well. Is there a flash creature I need to play around, like Vexing Gull? I don't know. I'm gonna attack both, whatever. Bounce this back to my hand or something. Gideon's Herpaderp. Just take 5, that's also fine. Please counter this. Just exile that. Sure, that's actually okay. I know it sucks because they're countering my escape creature, but I want this to stay around more than the other guy. I'd like my 4/2 to stick around. Also, if they play like a 3/6, my 3/1 doesn't. Really? Wow. Rude. Triumphant Surge. That's quite rude, honestly. I might just leave up the Thassa's intervention this turn as opposed to playing the Iloros, to be honest, because I'm probably going to cast something big this turn, or I can just like look for something. I can either counter their spell or whatever. Please play like a Dream Trawler. Do it. Dream Trawler me, baby. Dream Trawler. Just another Dreadful Apathy. I can counter. Oh, Sea God Scorn. I think I'm gonna counter that because it's really annoying. I don't want to have to replay all my guys, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna counter that and make them pay. They're tapped out anyways, right? Sure. They're tapped out. Thrill here. That's wait. That only triggers once a turn, so no. I'm not gonna thrill here because it only triggers once a turn, my guy. So I'm not gonna. There's no point in casting it again. I think with swing bow, but I want to chump here. I'm fine because I can. I really want them to cast like a big creature, and I have Crow and War to steal it. I guess that's my hope. Yeah, they're just chumping. Okay, that's fine. This plays in the Shadow of the Sky, but I'm not going to play around Shadow of the Sky. And we can loot away this mountain if they don't do anything else. But, yeah, we played a 3 mana type. Well, I guess it was technically a double mana type because they had to pay 2, but. I mean, if they slam down the Dream Trawler here, it's pretty gross. Oh, main phase Vexing Gull, alright. They actually can play the sleep spell again. They have the mana to do it. So they can put something to sleep. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I do this in response because you never know. But I mean, I think that we just steal that and they should still be dead, right? No, they're not dead. They're not dead to me stealing that because of sleeping right now. It's 5. They trade there, but I get my 2/3 back. I really want them to tap out to play like a 3/6 and then I Crow and War it. Is that crazy? I think that gives me my 2/3 back. Oh, I guess I could have saved it with the Threnody Singer, but I think this is fine, just playing this guy out. I just want to play that guy out. I didn't have mana to do both. But I could have saved it by shrinking the. It also unlocks this guy if the 3/2 dies, because like he's gonna untap if there's a reflection. Okay, fine. They just have like multiple thing. Yeah, but they killed it for 2 mana, which kind of sucks, and they can make something sleep again. They're just making it sleep over and over again, which sucks. That doesn't untap my creature, does it? No. That doesn't get untapped, unfortunately. Hey, thanks for the raids, dear Sarah Foxes. Foxman. Hey, thank you very much for the raids. I appreciate it. Hope the Conan Exiles went well. We're just gonna pass, because if all they want to do is keep casting sleep spells on my 1/5/5, I'm kind of okay there, right? They just want to keep sleeping it over and over again. That's fine with me. I don't know. I should just give a 6-month subscription to the stream element so I don't have to keep doing that. Oh, I can't do that right now. Yeah, Ray, the stream. Hey, DZ Rampage, how's it going? It's broken. Oh wait, you were here for a while. I don't know why it won't let me do 6 months. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope things are going well. Leon and the Lost. How's the magic? We're like 1-2 right now. It's fine. Let me just look. If I'm trying to figure out if I have lethal. I think I do with the Iroa's blessing. I think. I don't know. Shrink that guy. Yeah, I definitely have it with this stuff. Could I die? They get to exile my spell from my thing, I guess. That's fine. And that dies also. Everything they controlled died. Yay. We did it. Yeah, how did the Conan Exiles go? Is that game good? Is it better? I mean, I remember hearing about that. Is it possible to make a Kaladesh energy deck? I think in historic you can, like people play like Marvel, but some of the cards that people used to play in Marvel decks back in the day aren't legal on Arena because they don't exist. Right? Like Emrakul doesn't exist on Arena, so that's kind of a problem. But you can like look up historic Aetherworks Marvel deck. Let me like look. Let me see if I can find it. Never let your opponent. Yeah, just remove everything. Pew 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 pew. Everything died. Pew 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 pew. Yep. But like, yeah, if you look at historic Aetherworks Marvel, that's a thing. It's just I don't know how good it is. That's all. It's probably not that great. You played Conan Exiles and Release, you're wondering how good it is. I don't know either. I mean, I just remember people talked about how Conan Exiles was going to kill WoW. And then the only thing that actually ended up killing WoW was the hubris of Battle for Azeroth. Because Battle for Azeroth was extremely hubris. Either Bob, how's it going? But yeah, Battle for Azeroth was extreme hubris. In the hubris extreme and stuff, and then it's just like, yikes. Yikes, dog. What happened to my video game that I was having fun with? That card's actually really good, by the way. We're probably just dead to this, but we'll see. Because giving Trample and Lifelings all their stuff is really good. We don't have, like, a Artifact Destruction. Yeah, this makes their hand sandwich into a lifelink trampler. They could just be playing hand sandwiches. Maybe they just don't have creatures. That's my hope, is like don't have a creature to go with it. Has to attack. I can't even accidentally forget that my creature has to attack. It's so nice. They don't even have a ham sandwich, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna rage. I'm just gonna play double rage. I'm not gonna leave up the Starlit Mantle yet. Yeah, we can leave the Thassa's Intervention up next turn for sure. What am I worried about them playing? Oh, they just don't have anything? Oh, they're kind of dead, right? Or it feels like they're going to be dead soon? Could we just counter their actual relevant play? Yeah, whenever they play a relevant play, we just counter it. What if you were to gift a sub? I would be really thankful if you gifted a sub, or do you mean you want a sub gifted to you? I don't know. Do I care about that? Like, do I care about that? I could just Starlit Mantle it. I feel like I Starlit Mantle. No, you think I just replay it? Okay. Starlit Mantling is a huge amount of tempo, though. I think it's actually worth it. I think it's worth it because it's a because they take 4 this way. I don't know. I think it's worth it. Do you have a second one? Do you have a second Stern Dismissal? Then I guess that's bad for me, but or they just mono dismissal? Oh, that. Oh no, that does. Oh, they. I didn't realize that actually works, but they needed to wait until my Starlit Mantle resolved. Oh, I didn't realize. Like, I think Hot Sip saw that. Like that. Oh, right, yeah. No, couldn't they have waited this until it resolved and then make it lose hexproof? Yeah, they had to wait for the Starlit Mantle resolved, didn't they? Or am I wrong about that? Now I just leave up the counter. Tier 1 judge, okay. Yeah, they just got a little unlucky. Like, they probably kept the 2 land, they were shot. Now I just counter this, and they're dead. They're gonna play a 3-drop. Yeah, no, we just counter that. Doo, doo, doo. I mean, I think they were super dead either way, right? They were actually dead either way, but I didn't have to counter that, but I don't know. Don't ask me about humility timestamp. Yeah, humility is one of those cards like nobody really wants to talk about on arena or talk about in like Magic. It's like same. It's like if you put that in a Judge Tower, people will be like, "What are you doing? Why do you have this in Judge Tower?" Yeah, so you have to in these quick drafts. Um, in these quick drafts, if you want to go half of your reward or whatever, it's in between 3 and 4 wins, and then like most of your reward is at 5 wins, whereas like in the premier drafts most of your rewards that get the 4-win mark and stuff, and like the prize for spiking it is a lot lower, but on the low end you get like more of your stuff back. So that's like why quick drafts are like better for like newer players because like it's cheaper to enter and like the prizes at the low end are like less punishing. But like if you're really good at the game, you're probably better off playing like a traditional or like a premier draft, honestly. Because like in the traditional drafts, for example, like going 3-0 doubles your price, it doubles your entry fee, and like going 7 wins in a premier draft basically gives you uh 50% of your bonus or 50% of your entry fee, which is good, or plus 50. I mean, so that's why it's really good for better players to play in the other ones. I don't know. I need to remember that Starlit Mantle Shadow Spear interaction again real soon. Do I just blow that up? I feel like if they're playing that, they have a bunch of enchantments. I just want that to die. No, you think I just play a 3-1? Okay, I'll just play a 3-1, fine. I just don't want them to throw a bunch of pants on this, but I guess. Because that will block this if they throw a bunch of pants on it, but. I guess we'll see. White black Myers Grasp on this, or what? Alright. Oh. Sure, get in. I just let that trade, right? I know it's only until end of turn. I think I just let that trade, honestly. I feel like I let this trade because if they're playing white black, they probably have a bunch of removal. You think it's up to me? I think I just let that trade. Like I know that was different. It was different like that other game. I can just leave up Omen of the Forge if they do something I could care about this turn. Like they play an X2, I'll just blow it up with the Omen of the Forge. But you know, we'll see. Say Ford's a buff to Tricksters. Alright, alright. Maybe they're stuck. Nope, they had something. It's also playing different swamps, which I like. Thaumaturge is familiar. Okay, that's not a card I care about. That's not a card I care about, so it's fine. So the reason I pumped my creature that other time, I went really crazy to save my 3-1, was because, like, I saw my opponent had the Shadow Spear, so I'm like, well, I can't race a Shadow Spear, or, well, I mean, I can't outlast a Shadow Spear, I have to race it. I have to race Shadow Spear. I have to do something before they play a creature. Because, like, as soon as they start putting, like, lifelink on, like, a big guy or whatever, I can't beat that. Because I don't have, like, my biggest removal is, like, a Rose Blessing. I didn't have it in hand. I'm just like, I really need to try and race that with my 3-1s, but I don't know. This one I don't care as much about the Ragehound dying because I feel like it's fine if it dies. Like we can play a little bit longer game. They don't have like the staff right now because staff the Shadow Spear is actually like kind of an insane bomb in this format. I feel like it's pretty insane. Transcendent Envoy, alright. It's just playing creatures that don't matter yet. Ah, that's a creature that matters though. You know, it's bad that they Myers Grasp my 3/3. Like Myers Grasp is pretty bad if this stays alive, but I guess we'll take that chance. I hope they don't have Myers Grasp. Because Myers Grasp gives them a card and kills my guy. Please don't have Myers Grasp, because that really screws me up if they have it. Because that will draw them a card. Even right. Okay, that's fine. That is totally a-okay. They want to do that, and then yeah, now we can start pumping tricksters if Yeah. Oh, they're trying to race me. That's really good. Yeah, we just attack both and leave up the mantle and the counter, I believe. I don't think playing this is going to change anything, but playing the counter or the mantle might. So we attack for 6. They could attack me for 1, but then they're not leaving that back to block. And then we leave up the mantle and the counter. We're kind of good. Try to. I mean, I guess they could block. Oh, they have a camera. Please play a Karametra's Blessing. No. Okay. Omen them on their upkeep. Okay. I should have put a pause there. Shit. Well, I guess I screwed that up. Omen them on their upkeep because they might not respond. Yeah. Because they might. Yeah. I guess they could have drawn a card that stops Omen now, but they're gonna cast something I care about, like this deny. Do I deny that, or do I just Starlit Mantle? I probably just Starlit Mantle, right? I just Starlit Mantle the guy they target. I mean, I can counter it also, but they might. I guess they might have another thing I care about. Yeah, I'm just gonna Mantle in response to the target. Yeah. Do they have a spell in response? And I get, yeah, I can just count if they have a Myers Grasp post combat. I can just counter it with the Knight of Divine. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Like if they want a Myers Grasp, well, Myers Grasp isn't even that good. Now it shrinks this to a 1/1. So I can just counter it because of an enchantment. If they don't attack at all, I might just Omen the Fords or 1/2 away, but we'll see. I don't get an additional trigger because it only triggers once Temple Thief. I think we countered that. Gives them one less blocker. I could also just burn it up. I guess we just burn that up actually. Sure. Yeah, we just forge it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Now I can play the Caliphate and leave up the deny if I want to. I think they chump one, right? Sure, it's fine with me. Now we're just leaving up the scry if... Oh, this also makes their spells cost more if they want to target my things, but I don't think it really matters unless they cast Final Death explicitly. Because, like, Final Death would cost 6 if they try to target something, but... Captivating Unicorn. No, we don't want that resolving. Yeah, take that. Yeah. All right, I had to use the right spells at the right time. Like Hot Difficulty was like, do that spell at the right time, and then do that. The tricksters are nasty. Yeah, the tricksters are really good. Made a ton of instant speed interaction. It looks really good. It looked really good with the counter spell there for sure. You know. Yeah, it would look better with like more flash creatures, I guess, is like the downside. Like the only other flash creature is the turtle, but I don't know what I would cut to play it, and also I don't know like Arena Tricks are win games easily, yeah. I don't know what I want to cut for that anyways, because like I think my other creatures are better. Like this has flash too. This card's good. People keep blocking my 3/2 when I play this, so it's been better than it looks normally. Because like people keep blocking the 3/2, so I'm just like, okay, you can really hose attackers. Yeah. Like, if people didn't keep blocking the 3-2, then Aileros would look a lot worse, because then it's just like a 3-2 for 3 that they kind of just ignore or whatever. Something, but as soon as they block the 3-2, it turns into like a 2-for-1, which is great. I go first. This is really close to keepable. I'm gonna keep it because I have so many 3-drops. I have 2 3-drops I could play. These two. It's really close. I mean, it would be better if I had a 2-drop, but I mean, I guess these 4-drop look kind of bad. I'll draw a land, right? It's risky and borderline, yeah. Omen Forge, okay, I guess that's fine. They play something I really need to get rid of, but do I kill that? I'm debating if I killed that, because like I don't know if I killed that. I wait. Okay, land me. Okay, there we go. Not punished. Yeah, I'm actually fine with trading my 3-2 with that to get my 2-3. I know Annex, because Annex might have been better. It's a 2-3. I feel like if they want to use removal on this, I'm a little bit better. I kind of don't care if these. Oh, that card definitely needs to die. Yeah, we need to kill that Eutropia really bad. Like, I'm just gonna kill that on my main phase, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna main phase kill that because that card's really annoying. Yeah, we don't need that sticking around. You get out of here. Yeah, that card's a bomb. Or it's not bomb, is really, really good. That I don't know about. Why? I guess they don't have enchantments. I guess that's fine. Now I just attack and play my Trickster. Oh, I mean, I should have played Annex first. No, I guess this is. It has to be a non-token creature. Never mind. Sure, that actually was good for me getting that milled. He only triggers off of non-token creatures dying. The Annex, never mind. So the token dying doesn't matter. Nexus Wardens, okay. I don't want the philosophy. Sure. Oh, they sacked it. What are they getting? A 2-drop? Nessian Wardens. I kind of want to blow up their Nexus Wardens and attack. Or I guess I could Infuriate to get past their combat, actually. Just debating what I want to do. I guess we just attack both, and if they block, I just Infuriate the one they block with the Nexus Wardens. Right? Get rid of their enchantment creature. This is an enchantment creature, though. Oh, you mean get rid of the Nexus Wardens? Yeah, the constellation creatures. I mean, they're both constellation creatures, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I get it. They're both constellation creatures, but yeah, yeah. Get the warden. Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Absolutely makes sense there. Let me place the spell. Forerunner. Okay. Sure. They can sack that to get a 6-drop. Oh no, they can sack. I wonder what 6-drop they can get off of that. I'm scared, honestly. I guess we'll see what 6-drop they get off of that, because they can sack that. Oh man, they snap sacked. Oh, a 6/7. Okay. Wow, they're going off. I mean, I guess I don't have to attack into that, but yeah. So my guys don't get past that right now. I think we have to play the Trickster and Fury on defense. Yeah, that'll work. And I play the Annex. Yeah, develop the Annex so that Yeah, because then he'll like if he dies, then if he dies for some reason, then it's gonna be good. It's also 5-3 now, which is pretty good. Be willing to trade the Trickster, yeah, yeah. This doesn't have trample, no, it's just a 6/7. I mean the 6/7's still good. Right, most kills worth Paulo, most is no mortal coil. Alright, no mortal coil and Wee Wizard got scrolls. Boss defeated. Yay, bosses. Nihilius? Oh, trample on that shit, okay. And they're gonna sack that and make another 6/7. No, they didn't sack this time. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna sack this to like look for something. I don't think we need either. I guess I can grow the Trickster one more turn. One more time. We might draw land. No, we're gonna draw a Thrill. Do I did? Yeah, we just Thrill for the Trickster counters. Yeah, yeah. We just have to chill again. This is how much. I mean, I can play the Rage Hound now. Like, Rage Hound can actually attack into these things, I guess. It's a 4/2. We're trading the Rage Hound and the Infuriate for the 6/7. I don't know. Could also just play the Manticore and pass. Oh, that went down because they have less interesting. You mean the Manticore or the Rage Hound? I gotta play the Rage Hounds here. Manticore for mana, okay. I need 3. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I can throw Thrill, Infuriate, or something, yeah. Are they gonna sack it now? They didn't. I'm just gonna hold. The Rose Blessing, okay. Hero's Blessing does let me kill their Forerunner. And I can actually pump. If I put him on Annex, he goes up to 7. Like if I Hero's Blessing my Annex, and then he can attack into the Colossus. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think we try to blow that up. You can try, yeah, and this can get in now. And I get. Really? They're not blocking. Okay. They removal for this? Can they get an enchantment off that? No, only creatures. What if they could sack this and get Cura Best of Sea God off it? That'd be hilarious. A test in training. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Land, okay. Not bad. Omen of Sea, alright. They're getting. Oh, they're getting actually a decent number of land, but it's coming from the bottom of their deck, functionally. They've gone like 3 land off that Warden, which is kind of good, yeah. Ah, true. They can sack the Omen and the Training and the. Oh shit, they're going off. Wow, that Wanderer is actually doing a lot of work. Maybe I should have killed the Wanderer a while ago. Shit. Really? I think I just take that. We just take that 7. That's fine. Cause what do they have? Aren't they just dead on the swingback? I don't know. I feel like they might be dead on the swingback, but I don't know. I'm gonna take the 7 here. Oh, they're gonna sack an enchantment to get a guy, that's why. So they're not actually dead. Do I have to trade with a Colossus? They can sack one of their enchantments to make a blocker, is the problem. I think I trade the Trickster. I think I have to trade the Trickster. I think I have to trade the Trickster, which sucks. I also get 2 tokens to attack with, but they're not doing a lot. Yeah, they can sack this and make a 3-drop. Oh. Nexus Wardens, okay, Chimera, alright. This is a 6/4 now. What attacks look good now? The 6/4 is like fine. I guess we play the Mischievous Chimera first before attacking the 6/4. Like swinging all out, what happens? They trade there, they block here. Do I swing all out this turn actually? So these trades, that blocks. Yeah. I think I actually swing all out here. I think so. I play this pre-combat to get more devotion on that. Yep. This stops them from enchanting stuff. Sure. Gives me more tokens to work with also. Cure Bessa Sea God. Do you have a Cure Bessa Sea God in your hands? At 8. Ictomorphosis, okay. That actually is really good against that. Elite Instructors. Feels like they're still dead. Oh, they're still dead. Yeah, yeah, they're still dead. Denied multi-block on Annex. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, that was actually the first deck that we tempoed out their 7. You know, that was like one of the better enigmatic incarnation decks I've ever seen. Like they just kind of had a really good enigmatic incarnation deck because if you're playing like a bunch of cantrip auras and stuff, it like works out better because you just sacrifice the cantrip auras to the incarnation to get blockers and stuff. You know. Yeah, so the reason I traded with their 6-drop is not because I thought like, oh, I can't possibly win the next game, next turn, but I figured if if I trade with that, then they have one less enchantment to work with because the 6-drop had Cetizen training on this. So I'm like thinking, oh, in a longer game, if they have more access to auras that they can just throw away, then I'm giving them a free creature. Like if I don't finish the turn, if I don't finish the game in like 2 turns or whatever, then they're getting like an extra 3-drop out of it. And so they incidentally played a bunch of respectable enchantment. Yeah, yeah, they had like a ton of enchantments for that warden, whatever. So they drew a bunch. You value Mammoth Grove and Kaldheim higher than you. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Sometimes like a really cheap combat trick can win you a lot of the game. I think so. The difference is I feel like in Magic, like combat tricks are like less good usually because there's a lot of instant speed removal that like punishes you for playing a combat trick. But sometimes like certain decks really benefit from having like cheap combat tricks like there's certain decks that really want to play Run Amok, for example, because like Run Amok is like really good in like certain decks, right? You know, it's completely awful in like a very defensive deck or like a mid-rangey type deck, but you're playing like multiple 1-drops or something, and like you just want to play Run Amok or a Trickster. Yeah, you probably value Trickster more than I do. I think it's just because I haven't seen like Trickster do a lot like when I played it, but it could be just like I haven't played like a ton of like Theros Beyond Draft. Like I played some of it like IRL and like I don't think I ever like saw like people play like Arena Trickster and do anything with it. So it's just like haven't seen like how good it can be if you're playing a lot of like flash creatures or like utility instants. I feel like there is actually like a decent amount of support for Trickster because of like the omens, for example, are like pretty good support for it. Because like the omens are all like flash enchantments that you just play like at the end of your turn and then end of your opponent's turn, and so you're not like losing a lot of value. Like it would be different like if you're trying to play like say a combat trick on blocking because it's usually like the worst time to play a combat trick is when blocking because your opponent has like access to all their mana and you don't. But anyways, we're gonna finish the rest of this draft. I'm just gonna take. I remember when Zelos used to like walk me through Eternal drafts. Those were the days. Based Zelos. Seems like a good hand. We can't cast the Caliphate, but everything else seems fine. VIP hype you. Alright, let's do that. Alright, welcome. Hope things have been going well. My enemy, Pious Wayfarer. Actually, my Rage Hounds. Don't play a 1-4. The enemy of Rage Hound is a 1-4. Hey, Mr. Randomly, how's it going? Moss Viper, okay, so it's just gonna trade. I guess I play the Annex first, because then I get a 1-1 out of it, right? Because they're gonna snap block. So I'll play the Annex and get a 1-1. Like that. I'm gonna trade now. Okay, sure. I like how Annex is so evil. Oh wait, that reduces power because that died. Omen of the Hunt main phase. Alright, alright. Why not use that as a combat trick? Does anybody know why they didn't use that as a combat trick? They're like, do you know that? I guess we just develop the Dreamstalker mana core, attack with the Annex. Actually, no, I should play the Dreamstalker mana core first before attacking, because that does 1 more damage. He wanted to land, yeah, that's true. For 5-drop, yeah, 5-drop's gonna be a problem. We need to hit land. Hitting land would be good. He would save that, yeah. Skirmisher. Okay, that's not normally a great card. What am I worried about, really? I guess I just don't attack. Like, I'm going to try to play the Vexing Gull to blow up their Skirmisher. If we're playing... No, it's a 1-2 for 1. It's not Squire. I could attack with this and see what they do, but I'd rather just play the Vexing Gull to blow this up, because I feel like they could have, like, an enchantment. You would attack with both of these? Don't they just trade there? Don't they just trade there? Don't I want to keep this around? I can blow that up with the Vexing Gull. I'm gonna attack with the Annex. You want to trick now? No, okay. I want to blow this up with the Vexing Gull. Is that crazy? Because I get to trick. This deals 1 damage to that for Melody, so I need to do that now. There we go. They do have a. They get a planes, okay, and it's a 2/3. I believe the 1/1 maker is in the format too, so I probably need to play around that, like the Omen of the whatever's thing. Yeah, they're also main phasing that for some reason, which is fine, but see, that's what I was also kind of concerned about. Oh, they're attacking me. Alright, I'll take 3. I don't know why they're attacking. Now I just attack everybody into that, and if they try to double block my Manticore, I can save it. It's a little bit inefficient to do it that way, but I think it's fine, right? Mantle something, yeah. I think they're gonna double block this and then mantle it. Yeah, sure. Because it gives +1/+1s. Those both die. Okay. Where's my land, yo? What's the 0-4? Can I get my land, yo? Nyx Herald. That's actually kind of scary. If they weren't so far behind, because this card's really good. Double Nyx Herald. Oh, gross. Wait, why not target that? Oh, no, that's not enchanted. That's why. Infuriate. Where was my land? I mean, we still attack everything into this. They just didn't hit my land for some reason. Or I want to kill one of the Nyx Heralds. No, they're just dead. Actually, they're just dead with these blocks. They're tapped out. Yeah, there's 7. Like that. Yeah, no, I just realized they're dead. Yeah, I checked it out. 10. Math. I did math. They died. Alright. Winning at stuff. Alright. 6 wins. Doing it. It. Math is for blockers, yeah. Math is for blockers of people with like a PhD or something, which is not me either. You know, we doing damage. Gonna get paired up by a lot of people because this draft queue is taking a while. Hmm. I think there's supposed to be a new set in Eternal at the end of the month, possibly, which is kind of cool. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't stream Eternal. Oh, what? Platinum? What the fuck? 2-drop, no blue mana. I'm just gonna keep it, whatever, YOLO. YOLO. We're just trying to get more games out of the draft by going 6-2. Because they're gonna play a Dream Trawler or something, or like a Kiora Best of Sea God, and we're dead. That's okay. Yep, there's a Kiora the Best of Sea God coming up. Can loot away one of these lands with a Dank Instructor, which is kind of good. It's an Elite Instructor, not a Dank Instructor. You think I'd beat Sea God? Probably, yeah. Dream Trawler, probably not. Dream Trawler's really good. Don't have anything, okay. It's not a Omen of the whatever, which is good. Like Omen of the Sun would be bad. That Omen of the Sun actually is really good against Underworld Rage Hounds because it trades like half a card for the Rage Hounds, which sucks. Maybe they're mana screwed. Yeah, looters help there for sure. Are they mono white? Vanishing Light to kill my Rage Hound. Okay. That's actually a really good target for that. Oh, this Flood is not good, though. I'm just gonna run out the 4-2 still. And then leave up Divine next turn. Hey there, Jay Lawson, how's it going? It's a wolf pet that's not a wolf. You mean this one because it has like a really crazy arm that's like super long? Yeah, I guess. It has a really long arm of something for some reason. It's really long. I think they're color screwed, by the way. I don't think they're mono white. They have another Banishing Light or something. Feels like there's another Banishing Light. Oh, they're white black. Okay, that makes sense. I'm getting really flooded out. Okay. Yeah, this flood is pretty bad. I think they offer the trade into this. They have like barely anything going on, and I don't really want them. This also turns off a lot of my room full. I think it's a snap trade there. They don't snap trade though. That's really weird. Oh, they have Karametra's Blessing is kind of bad. They have they have Karametra's Blessing. No, okay. They call it Hunting Hound, despite the fact it looks like Watchwolf. Yeah. I really need to draw non-lands this game. We kept like a 3-lander, right, on the... No, I think it was like a 4-lander. We just drew like a bunch more lands, which sucked. Do I care about that? I don't know if I care about that. I'm just gonna let that resolve. I care about something bigger than that. That I care about. Yeah, no, I don't want that resolving. That card's really good. Welcome to Power Creep, yeah. Yeah, Athemia is way... Oh, their deck is insane. They're playing mono enchantment creatures and Athemia. Is that what's happening? Because Athemia is really good. Why are they pausing on the counterspell? It's like they don't... It's like they can't believe I cast a counterspell on their Athemia. Yeah, this card's really insane. Trickster, man. I really wish I had spells again, but... They also might be on mobile based on the delays that's happening. I think this is like mobile gaming right now. Well, no, they're on mobile gaming, I think. They mobile gamers now or something. That totally makes sense, J.R. Lawton, you know. That makes sense. The Watchwolf sleeves, you know. Yeah, I bet you Eternal's definitely better. Oh, they're just taking it, okay. I think they just might be on mobile connection. Arena's not great. Yeah, I can totally believe that. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth like holding a land. I don't know if they're playing like aspect of Lamprey, which is a reason to like hold lands against them. Because aspect of Lamprey is kind of. I also do have a thrill of possibility that I could draw, and so I want to hold at least one land to get rid of the thrill. To discard the thrill. You know. Magic is just not really well designed for mobile because you can have like 100 creatures legally. So I mean, they did limit the number of tokens to 250 now, so it's like you can't have more than 250 tokens per player. It just like if you try to make more than 250 tokens, it'll say outright that um they won't get generated and so like it doesn't create them and then they die. Just straight up just doesn't generate them. Okay, that card's actually pretty good. The storyteller because it gives back their 2/3. You know, you're gonna game them through life. I need like a flyer. And the thing is, as long as this land pad is around, they can just sack anything I try to kill, which sucks. This card is also like surprisingly good, just because it turns off a lot of removals and stuff. Yeah, Scoot Swarm breaks the game. Yeah, yeah, infinite loops. Threnody Singer could be good. Like maybe they attack with a 3/4. I don't know. I kind of feel like they don't, but this is 2 devotion. Yeah. I mean, I think I want to flash out the Threnody Singer to make this a 4/4, but the thing is, they can still double block it. They're also going to get a 2/3 next turn, and then they have good double blocks anyways on that, which sucks. They're also just playing really slow, which is unfortunate. I mean, it might not be their fault. Like, maybe they're just, like I said, they're on a bad internet connection. But, yeah, they're just using all their timeouts. Stop using timeouts, play your cards. Play your cards. Do. Play Stream Raiders, cast my spell. It's not past my spell. Can I cast more than one spell or something? That's really weird. No, just input lag. Hmm. Yeah, they're just using up max time on my turn for some reason. Or Reaper Mogis, yeah. And then they're going fast on their turn. I don't know. Okay. This can also sack creatures. I mean, I can flash this in to make it a 4/4. They're not going to attack with anything. The 4/4 doesn't really attack. I guess a 1/3 can attack into their shit. I don't know. This is not the best line, but we kind of want to put some pressure on them, especially if they keep timing out like this. It's really annoying. I'm just gonna hold these lands in case they are playing Aspect of Lamprey, because I can discard these lands to it. Because Aspect of Lamprey is a card people play. Manticore. Most kills some way, most assists with it. Trickster is definitely a decent blocker. As long as they don't have Final Death, we're kind of good. If they have Final Death, that's pretty bad. Don't have Final Death. Don't use Final Death. I don't think they're in the yeah, they're not in the channel. That would be really weird. Is it gonna die or what? They have another flyer at least, which is good. Feels like it's gonna die, but I mean they can also gain 4 by sacking stuff at the moment, or just sack this 3/1 to draw a card. You're fun playing Bravely Default while watching. That's good. Yeah, Bravely Default looks fun, the new Bravely Default game. I haven't really played it past like the first 10 minutes. Most of the reason I have not streamed this week, yeah. No, I understand. I also understand like not streaming Bravely Default because there's like a million people streaming it, and also that would involve having like a capture card too. Hmm. You try to configure your Windows manager, yeah. Even older second computer, yeah. Yeah. You could install it, yeah, it's true. Absolutely true. They're playing really slow. I don't like it. Don't have slow players. It's not great. Slow play is not great. I'm gonna have like not slow plays. I'm gonna have fast plays. You're awesome, WM. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. They also have 4 cards. I'm assuming they're not all lands. I'm assuming some of their cards are actually like good cards and stuff. Right? Elspeth Nightmare. Okay, that's kind of annoying, because I was going to kill my 1/3. Okay. Yeah. I can save that, because he did. It's 2 or less, so that saves it. And I don't have any non-creatures in my hand for the next phase anyway, so I guess that's fine. Flash that then. What you got in your hand? You got stuff. Don't have the thing. You're gonna do the thing. Mischief Chimera attacks you. Flyers attack. Buying an email address or website, you mean like a domain and stuff? Like you have to go to like the domain provider and see if it's for sale. Strandly. Yeah, domain.com. You know, Gengar's face on top, you know. Feels like they have something. You get a domain from a domain provider, yeah, yeah. I really wish my opponent would hurry. Sure, you can look at my hand, it's 2 mountains. Doo, doo, doo. 2 mountains. Light Breath, Catoblepas. Rude. Rude. This is 2 different animals, yeah. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks, drawing the Starlit Mantle there, but okay. I guess maybe they'll have another removal spell. I might be able to play these mountains since, like, they're. Yeah, my graveyard's exiled, okay. If they have another removal spell, we can play the Starlit Mantle at least, finally. They might just attack with everything, honestly, here. Try to kill me that way. Oh, wow, okay, sure. I can't prevent that. That also gains them, like, 6 life. Sick. Yeah, their deck's really good. Really wish I had that Starlit Mantle last turn. They can just start sacking things to try and kill me. Yeah, they're sacking their. Oh, they have reanimation for the Catoblepas. That's not good for me. Like, if they reanimate that? I guess I can Starlit Mantle in response if they re. Gary, why did I have to have Gary? I think I have to save that to block. Yeah, they did it for 6 too. I need to save them so we can block this shit. The Crowan War. Oh, that's really good. Um, what do I steal with a Crowan War? I think I actually steal this 1/3 with a Crowan War. I think I steal the 1/3 with a Crowan War because they can just sack everything if I don't. And they don't have the mana to sack it. Like I know they can sack stuff to the Soul Reaper, but that takes a lot longer to sack shit to the Soul Reaper. I didn't actually steal their 1/3 here. I can attack first. Yeah, let's steal their 1/3 while they're tapped out. There we go. Most of this stuff doesn't die to a Crowan War, go figure. Because it is they like a lot of their stuff actually has bigger health than not. No, go ahead and talk. Rise of Glory. Okay, so they can Blight Breath kind of bleep us. Okay, which one are they targeting? The 2/2. Sure. Sack it. Ooh, Annex. Okay, so those creatures have to attack me. Attack for 1, and then eat some of their stuff. So this stuff has to attack me this turn. Glory Bearers, okay. That's actually pretty good. Because it keeps some of their stuff from getting eaten. Right here. That all has to attack me. Yep. They get a bunch of pluses on their things, okay. So let's see, what are we eating? Bounce there. Eat their 3/3. Take. Could trade their. Do I have lethal if I trade it? No, I think we just bounce and eat one of their things and take 9 or 11, right? They have 1 card left, right? So they have. Um. I'm trying to see if I can get lethal. That's all. Like I bounce this. Actually, we eat the 3/5, not the other one. We eat the 3/5 and then maybe trade with the 3/2. And they're hitting me for 5. No, we can take 8 actually, because they can't play Gary again, right? It's 8. I don't think there's a double strike spell I need to worry about. I just can block there. They have a pump spell here or what? Just sacking it to draw a card. All right. That was fine. I think they're just dead, right? They have 1 blocker. Because they might not be dead because they have those creatures died. Oh, they got their 1/3 back. I should have actually sacked that in response. Shit. I should have sacked that in response because now they have a blocker, which sucks. Yeah, because they can sack things here. You can eat this, trade this. So they can chump this and sack it, and then eat the. Yeah, I should have sacked that in response. That was a mistake, honestly. I think they have to chump the 7/7, right, and eat it. And then they'd eat it, yeah. And then they trade there, yeah. They should be dead, but I screwed that up. Yeah. Got 5. And they can sack the Gray Merchant to draw a card. Daxos, okay. It's pretty good. Why are they tagging with that? Okay. I can't block with this. Just take the 2. I'm gonna sack it. They had lethal. Okay, hateful Eidolon, yeah. Okay. So these can swing in. Does it make sense to attack with everything here? They can chump there, trade there. And then we still have to swing everybody out again. I screwed up when I didn't I didn't sack their 1/1 their 1/3 in middle of combat. That was a mistake. They can just eat it too, the 1/2. Draw a card and then yeah, block there, yeah. They can eat their 1/2 to draw a card. You know. Yep. I might actually die if they have a pump spell right here. Depending what they draw, Scavenging Harpy. It's pretty good. Exile the Annex, yeah, they gain a life, yeah. So I'm getting punished by that not sacking the 1/3 because I forgot that they get their 1/3 back when the Acroan War dies and stuff. I think we need the A space again, or at least maybe the 1/3 stays back this time, and they can eat creatures still. We just swing with everybody here and hope they didn't draw a removal, I think. Eat the 2/2, yeah. So they have a removal for the 7/7, or chilling 7/7. Yeah, so Scavenging Harpy can actually exile my no, that's only when it enters, okay. Only when it enters it can exile, it's not when it leaves. You know. Yep. Yeah, they have a final death for the 7/7. That's why they're making those blocks. This is definitely a final death on the 7/7, right? They're gonna final death the 7/7. Either that or just really, really slow rolling. Yeah, this is final death. Okay. Okay. I can't do both. Because I wasn't playing all my land. Because this is 8 to do that. You know. Spell, I die. They've gained so much life off of the Daxos. It's actually kind of insane how much life they gain off the Daxos, because it triggers every time something dies, too. This is basically like, kind of like Blood Artist, if you think about it. Hero is Blessing. I think we just go for the lethal play, right? Which is probably put it on this guy. Let's put it on this one. They have a removal spell, right? Remove this. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. And they exile this and respond. Nice, nice. Yeah. Pretty sick. They have to trade there. That was such insane draws and insane plays. Right? Oh, I'm getting so punished. I should have swung first, I guess, to play around that. Flicker of Fate. Okay, they're finally dead. Oh, it feels so good to actually win that game because they were playing really slow, too. Whew, alright, 7-1. Yeah, Flicker of Fate exiling Banish is a really sick play. For sure. I just figured I just wanted to go for lethal there, but yeah, they had the stuff. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching this draft. That took a little bit longer than expected, but still got a 7-win. First Theros draft of the week, so that was a good one. If you like what you saw, please check out the stream at twitch.tv/MercurioBlue, but I'll see you in the next video.